Vanguard K9 Training,
and it's the official home of King Quattro.
So you now made the choice to raise a personal protection dog. And we talked about, in the introduction, we talked about socialization. We talked about painting the perfect picture of what a protection dog should be. So the next step is choosing the correct dog to be your protection dog. So choosing the right dog, you don't want to waste your time when training a protection dog. Choosing the correct protection dog is just as important as having the correct sports dog or the correct police service dog or a military dog, because each one of those dogs have to have the correct genetics in order to be able to function. You must have the correct prey drive, play drive. You must have the correct fight drive. And those characters are passed on through traits from dogs that are certified certificate dogs or dogs that's been in sports discipline. And that's the most important part to moving forward to having a good dog. So once you have a dog with the correct genetics, training can be made very easy. It will take time, but training can be very easy. So I'm asked, what is a good age to start training? I think that training should start the moment you pick your puppy up from the breeder or from the airport and into the transition into your home. You can start with teaching the puppy how to be calm, teaching the puppy just to recognize your voice. You know, no formal training. You can teach the puppy how to sleep and be quiet in the crate, or go into the crate, or come and eat from the bowl or from your hand. Sometimes it's by force. I force him in there. Sometimes I'll take a treat, and I'll take a treat and put a treat inside the kennel. So when I push him in the kennel, I say kennel, he knows a treat in there. But he'll go in this kennel pretty easy because of the fact that there's a treat in there. And so when people ask me, when does training start? It starts from the day you get him. I always pick him up, put him in front of his cage, and I say, Couche. See the treats in there. So he knows the treat in there. When he gets older, he'll be conditioned to go into, oh, I said Couche, I meant Shanae. Well, kennel, you know. Everything that you do with your puppy is a part of what I call training. Training / or conditioning. I like to use the word imprinting and conditioning than to use the word trained, because a trained dog to me is a dog that has been conditioned for at least 2.5 to 3 to 4 years and proofed. But we are in training, so we condition these dogs to different behaviors that he will be utilized for the rest of his life. If you get a dog that is a year old, or 8 months, or a year and a half, it doesn't matter, or 8 weeks, you can start certain training with that dog at any given time, especially a working dog. A working dog should be perceptive to learning at any time of his life. Hell, he has the correct genetics from all the greats of the past. Now this is another method I use. It seems like I'm doing nothing, but I always have a camera person walking with me and the dog. So the camera person is around the dog. He doesn't bring any harm to the dog. The dog does not, bark at the camera person. So this is a good way to do it. So this is fine for the person to be around. Sometimes I let the person walk ahead of me or on the side. So you can walk on the side of it. And so it's kind of cool. But I don't do this all the time because the dog is not going to get used to my protection dog that I bring out of a building when I have a large bag of money or at work or to protect me and my property, I want to always have somebody walking with me. So this dog is learning that no one gets close to me like that, or not to just be relaxed and comfortable with having somebody around him all the time. You know, but you do want to teach the dog that all those people that's going to be in his household, that he must respect them as well, because someone else has to control the dog if you're not around, or if he get loose. And you know, sometimes that happens. So, you know, that's just another way to let the dog see people and be comfortable just going around and playing around. Hey, good boy. And before we end this, I'll end this with a good game. He's already in the sit position, because sit is a obedience command that he knows, and he does real good. So I give him something. Yes, I give him a treat for that. And again, I know that he knows sit because he's been doing it for at least a month and a half now. That's the only command I taught him, far as, you know, I've taught him to come, you know, and to sit. So now I'm going to do that. Coucher. Yes, good boy. Yes, brother. In this chapter, we're going to learn about how to raise the perfect protection dog or protection puppy. Some candidates are too young to take out into the park areas because of diseases that may affect the health of that puppy that could be fatal. So I don't want any of you to take your puppies out until your puppy is of age and has several series of vaccinations that you can protect that puppy's life, because your protection candidate is your new best friend, and you do want him to be around for a very long time. And of course, he's your protection dog, your protector, so you must protect him at all times. I want to show some examples of how to socialize your puppy or your protection dog. We're not talking about a regular companion pet. We're not talking about a sports dog, but this can possibly work with a service dog, police dog, or a regular protection dog. And I train pretty much police dogs, police service dogs, and protection dogs. They can go in any venue. And this is what I do here at the park. And so this puppy is at the right age. He's the right size that he can be exposed to these different environments, had enough inculations. There's people out here. They have the dogs in the park. And I want to show you the proper way to do it. Now, he's had a lot of imprinting done as far as bite work and alerting. So now I can start balancing that out, because he's at the point where, okay, he'll bark at people when he wants to, and see, he wants to play a game. So he's been conditioned to play the game. He don't come and just lounge around. He's a protection dog. He's bred to work. He goes with me and do that. Now, if you want your companion pet to go to the park and hang out with people, I want to tell you, you're going to run into some issues. There's a lot of other things that need to be talked about if you want your dog just to be your pet and possibly bite someone one day if they, your assailant attacks you or create a violent threat. So now I'm gonna get him to stop doing that. So I'm gonna play a game with this ball. Look. So now I'm gonna make this ball a game over here while he does that. Oh. So now he wants to play with this. So I've taught him how to sit. Today I want to teach him to down. So he's learned to sit. He's sure what he's doing. And the down is going to be where I go, coucher. I want to hold it down in front of him. Coucher. Here. I see. Coucher. Coucher. He doesn't want to do it, so I'll let him do that. I'm not going to force him. So I'm going to pull out something else like food. I know he hasn't had enough food. He hasn't had a lot of food today. Matter of fact, he hasn't eaten at all. So now, I'm gonna play this. Cushy. Yes! Good boy! So when he was down at the ground, you see what I gave him success. See? Cushy. Yes! Good boy! Yes is the trigger. Whenever your dog does something that you like, if it's jumping up on here, go, yes! So now that's your communication tool. That's your marker. When you hear these guys using clickers, yes! Click, click. Cushy. Look. Here. Cushy. Yes! Good boy! It's not always food. It can be a toy. Good boy! So he got success for doing that. But I'm here to show you how to socialize your puppy in the right way. Sometimes I play games while people are walking by. So he won't just bark at other people. He'll say, okay, well, let me play games with Dad. It's cool for people to walk by.
From the Vanguard K9 training.
And it's the official home of King Quattro.